Why? Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Morgan M. Steele. I'm an author. Today we are talking about tarot cards again. So if you've seen my review of the Skyrim tarot deck, this is probably going to be a very similar video. It's a little less scripted than that one. We're gonna get into it. This is the Hocus Pocus Tarot Deck, official Disney merchandise. It's by Insight Editions. And it was written by Minerva Siegel and Tori Schaefer, and it was illustrated by Dread. So, I'm a massive Hocus Pocus fan. If you've ever been on my Letterboxd page, I'm sure you've seen, like, Hocus Pocus has been featured on my page for a very long time. It's one of my absolute favorite movies, not just around Halloween time, just like of all time, it's one of my favorite movies. So I saw this deck, I was out shopping with Phil with 1L and Movie Turtle, and I saw this, and I knew I had to have it, instant purchase, like that kind of thing. And the wind chimes are ridiculously loud today because it is, like, so windy. So, sorry about that. I think it kind of sets the vibe, honestly. But, yeah, we're going to be talking about this deck today. Also, sorry for my little vacation. It's been a couple weeks since I posted. I had a Comic-Con, picture of that here. I was dressed as Barbie. I was going to make a video like making the dress, but I was so lost in the sauce that like that did not happen. But I made that whole dress myself. I wore it out the whole weekend. Everyone loved it. It was great. Some stuff in my personal life happened that I can't talk about, so I've been taking these weeks to kind of recuperate, get a better plan for my future content, and also get some stuff together in my personal life. So yeah, we're back. We're doing this. Hopefully next week, Drunk Reading episode 8, and then we will see from there. I'm kind of formulating the plan as I go. Yeah, super fun. So let's get into it without further ado. So I have been in here a little bit. I've looked at some of the cards. I don't have the footage of that. Phil and Movie Turtle were here and they were like, oh my god, you should have the camera on. I was like, nah, it's fine. And now I do wish I had that footage of me looking at it for the first time. But we start with the guidebook. It's right on top, has a breakdown of the deck and all the cards in it. Like the Skyrim deck, we do have some weird suits in this deck that I do not quite agree with. So we have the suit of candles, the suit of pumpkins, the suit of lightning, and the suit of potions. The suit of candles, page 58, surprisingly, is not a stand-in for wands. It really should be. It should be the fire suit. The cards are divided into 4 suits: candles, pumpkins, lightning, and potions. For the tarot initiated among you, you may know them as the traditional wands, coins, swords, and cups. The suit of candles represents the element water. They're saying it's cups in this case. The suit of potions represents fire. Why? Like, literally why? I don't understand. Literally just flip them. Literally just flip them. Potions as cups, candles as wands. Like, it's not rocket science. If you had any like real magical people in the creation of this deck, they could have told you that. But suit of pumpkins is the element earth. That makes a lot of sense to me. Pumpkins, pentacles, fine by me. And then lightning is supposed to be the element of air, wind, etc. And I think that's fine too. You could have gone with broomsticks to represent air, but I mean, lightning is cool. I'm sure that's great because, you know, Winnie casts with lightning, but they fly on brooms. So you could have done that too. But anyway, the back of the cards, like the Skyrim deck, they are not completely reversible, but they are a little more subtle. So this one is upright. This is what it looks like. It's got some sparks. You can see it is a little bit different when you flip it, but I think that's kind of negligible. I think it's like, you would only really know if you've used this deck a lot. I don't think that's going to be as distracting. At the bottom of the box, we have the black flame candle. Very nice, very classy. It's got like a ribbon in it to help you pull the cards out nicer. I think that's really great. The Skyrim deck did that as well, and it was something that I really enjoyed about it. But yeah, so we have these cards. I just want to say, like, the artwork itself is gorgeous. Like, I think this deck is worth it for the art alone. I think it's just really, like, really special and beautiful, and spooky and on theme, and I think it's a very fun thing to have, and I have looked through some of it. I think all of the cards that they picked are pretty good. I'm gonna sort them. I'm gonna take a second to sort them real quick. It looks like they're like partially sorted, but I did shuffle a little bit the last time I was in here. And they are like matte, so they are kind of difficult to be like flipping through right now. They're getting stuck together quite a bit. Okay, I cannot wait to show these to you. They're so good. They're so, I'm in love with the artwork on these cards and just everything about them. Okay, and some of these are kind of deep cuts from the movie too. I really like how obscure some of this artwork gets. I will say I definitely like the minor arcana in this deck better than the Skyrim deck, because the Skyrim one was like so basic. Like all of those cards were just like literally that thing that many times. And I know some decks are like that, but I just, personally, I like it when the cards have a little more personality, especially the minor arcana, because like the major arcana is always done pretty well in every deck, but the minor arcana is where things can really fall apart if you're not putting the effort in. So yeah, so let's, we'll do the major arcana first. First of all, for the Fool, we have Max Dennison. So funny. Literally perfect. He's an idiot. I love him. God, these are all out of order. Strength, we've got Dani in her little witch costume, standing up to Jay and Ice. Lovely. I love that they're in this deck also. Like, we will get to them more when we get to those cards, but we've got the Chariot. It's Mary on her vacuum cleaner.
Winnie?
Very funny, very good. The Lovers is Max giving, what's her name? Allison? I think it is Allison. His phone number. Very good. Hierophant is the book. The Emperor is the dad in his vampire costume. The Empress is their mother, just with her camera. So, and then the High Priestess is Sarah. This one is really, really gorgeous. The Magician, we have Winnie, obviously, looking very beautiful. The World is Thackeray and Emily in their ghost forms at the end of the movie. This is so pretty and sad. Judgment is a Graveyard. The Sun, we have Winnie turned to stone by the sun, so I think that's really great. The Star is Emily Banks, just very, very beautiful and ethereal right before her death. The Master, what is this? Wait. The Master is standing in for something here. I am not sure what, but it's the devil guy from the house that they go to. And then we've got Allison as Temperance, looking very beautiful. Temperance, sorry. Transformation. Interesting. I'm not familiar with this card. But it's Thackeray getting turned into a ghost. Yeah, some of these, okay, wait. Suspension as 22. Oh, this is like the Hanged Man. Okay, that makes sense, but they're calling it Suspension here. And it's Jay and Ice in their cages in the Sanderson house.
Hollywood! Let me out of here!
Transformation. Endings and beginnings. Okay, so he must be standing in for, like, death in this deck, because that's usually what death is. The Master must be standing in for the Devil card. I don't know why they would change the name of that unless this is just like the Disney effect. But because, you know, the devil, he literally is dressed as the devil. So I don't know why you would call him the Master unless Disney was like, we can't put death and the devil in this deck that children may or may not associate with the family film Hocus Pocus. So yeah, I don't know. Some changes have been made here. Not super crazy about that. But other than that, like, I think it all looks good. I think the choices that they made for these scenes are, like, literally perfect. This High Priestess Sarah is stunning. Like, so gorgeous. I am in love with that. So that's the major arcana for ya. So next we're going to be looking at the Suit of Candles. So again, this is supposed to represent water. Personally, I would use it the other way. I would just say, F it. This is the fire suit. So we've got King, Queen, Knight, Page, Ace. And then the rest of them are a little more basic, but they still have more personality than the Skyrim deck, I would say. Like, these are unique scenes. These are unique candelabras. Each of them, like, this is the fancy chandelier in Allison's house. Like, you know, you have... Oh, and then the This is the chandelier at the Sanderson sisters' house. So you have like all of these choices that have been made where each one is different, each one is unique. Better, I would say, than the Skyrim deck. A little more personality here. So the King of Candles, we have the musician from the I Put a Spell on You scene, like one of the skeleton guys that are singing before Winnie and her sisters take over.
Good joke. Happy Halloween. Thanks a lot. No, man, I'm serious. You got
The Queen of Candles is Max's mom dressed up as Madonna.
What are you supposed to be?
Madonna.
Super iconic, love this for her. And then the Knight of Candles is the Black Flame candle itself. I think this is a good choice to have in there, obviously. Page of Candles, we have Danny Dennison. She looks cute. It's fine. She's in her little, costume. And then the Ace of Candles, this is the little angel girl from the scene where they're outside the devil's house and the little angel girl says, "Bless you."
Bless you.
And then the witches scream and run away. That is what this is from. So again, like, this is a pretty deep cut. Like, when I was talking about it with my friends, they were like, huh? And I had to, like, explain the scene. But this is, in the movie, very small scene, but still made the cut for the tarot deck. I feel like that's how it should be. There's 78 cards. You have a lot of wiggle room to work with. As a card suit, I think they're super beautiful. I think totally you could just use these as wands. And I would. If I was reading, this would just be wands for me, even though they intend for it to be the other way for whatever reason. Again, the rest of them, all the numbers, unique scenes. They've all got lightning on them. I think that's totally fine. The ace is Winnie's hand, also honorable mention. So it's not like a separate person, but it is just like, or maybe it's Sarah's. It's got a purple sleeve. Maybe it is Sarah's hand, but it should be Winnie's because she's the lightning master.
Play with them.
But yeah, all of them are nice. They just look, nice, fun, unique designs. And then the ace, of course. The Page of Lightning is Jay and Ernie, aka Ice, with him pointing to his little shaved head that has ice shaved into the back of it.
This is ice.
This is so funny. This is one of my favorite scenes in that movie. So, beyond thrilled to see this representation here. And then the King of Lightning, we have Max with his lighter. This is an okay choice. I don't feel like there's anything better that they could have picked, but it's just Max. He's doing stuff. This isn't even like a lightning scene. This is water that's coming down around him because he's using the sprinklers in the Sanderson house. Queen of Lightning is the devil guy's wife with the TV remote. Fine, like this, okay. I don't know. This house is a little weird. And then the Knight of Lightning is the guy dressed up as the fake cop that they run into at some point in the evening. Again, deep cut. Or no, is he the bus driver?
Bubble, I'm in trouble.
Oh, that's better. He's the bus driver. He's the bus driver that they meet. So, I don't know. Nothing super lightning-y about the head of this house, but next we have potions. Oh, okay. We got some good cards here. Let me find the heads of house. So, the rest of them, again, fun themed cards, different potions to represent the numbers. We've got Mary in there as well. We've got some witch hands, but yeah, for the most part, just pretty basic, pretty fun. There's the one with this one has different ingredients in there. So dead man's toes.
Dead man's toe and make it a fresh one.
Dead man's toe. Dead man's toe. And a dead man's toe. Dead man's toe.
So, I'm gonna use so many clips of this movie in this video, I swear. Knight of Potions, all three sisters' hands, and a potion vial. Nothing super special here. Page of Potions, this is interesting. At a first glance, one might think this is Thackeray Binks. This is not. This is his buddy that's with him at the beginning of the movie. I believe his name is Elijah. I could be incorrect. And he's pointing, look, they conjure.
Hey, but look, they conjure.
And that's that scene. Decent choice. King of Potions, we have Mr. Doug Jones himself as Billy Butcherson.
Trollop, you
buck-toothed, mop-riding firefly from hell.
This is fantastic. I love him. I kind of wish he was in the Major Arcana even. His grave is, but he's not. But I love him. I'm glad he's in the deck. This is, again, like great artwork. I really love this art style. And the Queen of Potions, we have the teacher dressed as the witch from the beginning of the movie. So, yeah, I'd say definitely the highlight here is Billy, but I like the Elijah card a lot as well. It's fine. Ooh, it's fine. Pretty decent. Again, I would read that as cups. I would not read that as wands, but that's just the witch in me. So then we finally have the suit of pumpkins. Knight, Queen, we're missing the King of Pumpkins. Where is he? Transformation Justice. Am I seriously missing a card? I don't know if it came without it or if I've managed to misplace it in the short amount of time that I've had this deck. Oh, I found it. Oh, I found it. It was hiding in the... Okay, so this is the King of Pumpkins. It's just the Dennison house, which is why it was so easy to miss. Personally, I would have gone with the performers here. I think he would have been better in the Pumpkins house. Where is he? In the Candles house? Yeah, Suit of Candles. He's in there, which is fine. I would go with Pumpkin, personally. But yeah, this is the King. Nothing super special, just the house that they live in. Page of Pumpkins is the Halloween party. So again, not really represented by a person here, just like an event. Got the Ace of Pumpkins is this pumpkin person who I personally cannot remember where in the movie this appears. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I don't know for sure.
Just one guy. Just one Spider-Man. Or woman. We don't know. For sure.
Knight of Pumpkins, we have Jay taking candy from babies. Very on par. And then Queen of Pumpkins, we have Allison in her beautiful, like, Revolutionary era costume at the top of the stairs, looking gorgeous. So yeah, I don't know. The Minor Arcana, I like them. I don't think all of these choices were perfect, but I like the vibe. I respect it. I like that each one is unique. I like that all of the little Minor Arcana, they're all unique. They're all different pumpkins. That's very neat. But yeah, I don't know. I would have made some choices a little differently here, but yeah, I don't know. Overall, not a horrible deck. I like it, I think, more than the Skyrim deck. I like the Minor Arcana especially a lot more than the Skyrim deck. And I like the art style, even. I think it's very cartoony. I think the Skyrim deck is beautiful. Like, the art style there is also beautiful, but I think, I don't know, I think I like the vibe of this one a little bit more. And I like the color palette, and I like the choices that were made. I think it's very, like, it's not super pastel pop. It's, like, very muted, earthy tones, but I think that's fine as well. I really like the Major Arcana. I really like a lot of the choices that were made. Max as the Fool is just literally so perfect. Like, these are gorgeous cards. Here's Billy's grave. Is it Billy's grave? Yeah, Billy's grave. I would have liked to see him in the Major Arcana, personally. He could have been the Hermit. It doesn't have to be like his grave. I don't know. But yeah, High Priestess card. Stunning. I've said it like 3 or 4 times now, but it's true. Like, just so absolutely stunning. And this one is beautiful too. Like, I really do like this deck. I think if you are a Hocus Pocus fan, you should definitely own this. I love the movie. I love these cards a lot. I think even like if you are a casual fan who's like not a witch, like I feel like this is something you should own as a Hocus Pocus fan. If you are a witch doing readings with it, I don't feel like it's bad. I don't feel like it's horrible, especially like, you know, the themed Minor Arcana. I don't feel like it's horrible aside from literally just switch pumpkins and candles, and I feel like you're pumpkins, oh my god, potions and candles. I feel like pumpkins represent earth pretty well, and the other one lightning and air. I feel like that's fine too. I feel like it's pretty decent for doing readings with, so I'm gonna pull some cards and we're gonna see what happens. Pocus. I made this hat, by the way. I feel like I said that last time too, but... Alright, we'll give her a little shuffle. And I'll pull some cards. I could use the advice, frankly, right now in my life. I could use some advice from some cards. Got a lot going on behind the scenes. Forgot to mute my phone again. So sorry, friends. If you haven't watched it already, you should watch me teach Movie Turtle how to do tarot readings. I think it's a very fun video. Link above. You should definitely go check that out. Super fun. So I'm going to shuffle one more time. I'm going to give her a flip. Whoop. Oh, okay. So the color grading, too, as well, makes it easy to tell which ones are reversed. So keep that in mind. I forgot about, like, I was so focused on the sparks, I forgot about the color grading of the cards itself. It's lighter on top, it's darker on the bottom. So it's easy to see which ones are going which way. Okay, so that's an interesting choice. And then, oh, they're hard to spread too. Okay, I need to start doing this in my tarot reviews because this is the information that matters for the girls, the girlies. Yeah, these are hard to spread out. So maybe it's just because it's a new deck. You know, they're matte. We're gonna give them the benefit of the doubt, but it is kind of hard to spread them out. Okay, and I barely bonded with this deck, so I cannot judge the vibes of it yet. But we're gonna pull that one. And we're going to pull that one. And we're going to pull this one. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, so card 1. Wheel of Fortune. Thanks. Love that for me. 10 of Potions reversed, and then we've got the Emperor. What is he doing here? I don't usually pull the Emperor, so let's see what they say. Wheel of Fortune warns us that sometimes fate is out of our control. Despite our best efforts... Oh. Okay, so the descriptions in here are kind of interesting. We get right into the movie lore. Despite their best efforts, Allison and Max are unable to defeat the Sanderson sisters time and time again. They must constantly react to what fate throws at them, such as by quickly placing a protective circle of salt when the Sanderson sisters invade Max's home, or by creating a false dawn from headlights in order to save Danny.
Daylight savings time.
Daylight savings time.
Can you handle what fate offers? And they do have the reverse definitions in here. Sometimes decks don't, but I think it's really nice when they do. Ooh. 10 of Potions reverse. Oh, I forgot. I'm reading them backwards. So I'm going to read the Cups version, so the 10 of Candles. Okay, you have gained responsibilities but feel overwhelmed and overburdened. The expectations of others lie heavily upon you like a candle burning far too bright. This may have led you to ignore your responsibilities altogether, lest you burn out quickly. Take time to rest and evaluate your obligations. Is there something you can let go of? So that's interesting. That one resonates. The other definition I was looking at really did not resonate. So, again, I'm just going to read them the other way, because that's how it should be. I didn't know he had a name. His name is Dave, apparently. Dave Dennison. The Emperor holds the ultimate authority over his dominion, taking full command over that which he reigns. Dave Dennison shows this by doing what he thinks is best for his family, whether it's moving to Salem, requiring Max to take Danny trick-or-treating, or showing concern for his daughter's safety. It's obvious that Dave cares and seeks to protect his family. You may find yourself in a similar place of power. Oh, so I'm the Emperor. Usually, okay. Interesting. I'm saying I need to take control of things here. Yeah, I don't know. I like it. Okay. Yeah, so that is the Hocus Pocus Tarot Deck. I'm gonna say my final rating for artwork, I give this a 10. I really, really vibe with this art style. I think it's gorgeous. You can have your own opinions on that. For functionality, I'm gonna say 7. I think it's good. I think it could be improved upon. I think glossy cards are easier to shuffle, but also I think they didn't think through this reversible design where it's two different things on the other sides. I think that's important when you're making a tarot deck if you want it to be functional and not just like a novelty item. I think you need to give it a little more thought and get some witches involved, and they would have told you it has to be completely reversible on the backside for when we do spreads. But yeah, you know, 8.5 average, I believe, is the math there. Pretty good deck, pretty decent deck. Like I said, if you're just going to have it for the novelty, I think it's great to have. I think they made really good choices with the cards that they made. If you're going to use it as a witch, I would say maybe be a little more wary, maybe use a different deck for your actual readings. But I think it's fun to have, and I think it'd be fun to use. So yeah, those are my thoughts. That's the Hocus Pocus Tarot Deck. Do you have a favorite novelty tarot deck? Do you have the Skyrim deck? Do you have this one? Let me know all of those things in the comments down below. Recommend me some decks. If I haven't heard of them yet, I would love to give them a try. That's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely rest of your day. And as always, take your meds, drink your water, and I'll see you next week.